So I make $250,000 a month, and I never talk about my job in here because I don't want to glorify anything, and people in my industry get so much hate, and I just like zip my mouth and pretend my life isn't ruined. But there is so many different things that I want to say, and I feel like everybody else gets to talk about it, so why can't I talk about it? Doing this job is not easy, and I really don't want people commenting being like, you make $250,000 a month, like you're so out of touch. Like, unless you're in my shoes, please, like, shut the fuck up. Like, I actually can't sometimes. People yell like hate out towards me when they see me in public. Every room I step into, I'm not confident because I know everyone knows, and everyone knows. And what everyone knows is not something that everyone should know. And you feel that. Like, if people get on here and say they don't feel it, well, they're not walking into the same rooms that I'm walking into, clearly. But you feel it, and it makes you extremely insecure because you just by default feel insufficient. You feel like a joke, which I kind of am, right? I don't want to like come on here and discriminate other women. That's just how I feel in this industry. But you know, like, you're not taken professionally and you're not taken seriously. Nothing you say matters. The girlies on this page here love me and they care about what I have to say, but in terms of like real life, outside of the phone, nobody cares. People are probably gonna say, who cares? It's $250,000 a month. I don't have a family. My family are actually embarrassed of me. Fair enough, right? I'm embarrassed at them though for like other reasons, before I even started this industry. But the reason why I got involved in it is because of the money. And then I got the money that I needed to survive, and then I was like, oh, why am I still doing this? And I didn't need to continue doing this, but I just did it because I had bills to pay, and like the money that people say they make isn't really the end product, because, you know, I make $250,000 a month, but then there's a platform fee, then there's a conversion fee to change the money from, you know, United States dollar to like Australian dollars, and that comes out when you cash it out. And then you've got management fees. Some girls pay 20%, some girls pay 30%, some 35, some 40, some 50. You know, like, it's a lot. And then you got to pay taxes on top of that, and then you got to pay 10% GST to the Australian tax office. It's just like, you know, the money that you're left with is not like the money that like you kind of want, because you see all this money and then you don't really get to keep any of it. And what you do, of course, is kind of like taxing on the body and the brain. People like to say it's taxing. Okay, it is taxing. It's mentally taxing for me because just of the things that happen in public. And I mean, if it really came down to it, do I care about what these people think of me? Not really, because my bills are paid and I get to live comfortably and not, you know, not be homeless. A little sad sometimes when, you know, like, I used to get sad when I was single, and I used to think like nobody would love me, nobody would find me attractive because of these things. You know, my partner absolutely loves and adores me. He doesn't think anything different of me. But that is, again, like, hard to find in this industry. It's incredibly hard to find, and you will probably come across a lot of weirdos before you find that person that is your person. And I don't even want to like put in the works that Max could potentially be a weirdo. He's just simply not a weirdo. You will find these weirdos that want to date you and like take your money and like take advantage, and like you kind of get to know them more and realize, oh, that's why he likes me, because, you know, you have a lot of self-worth problems, and then start blaming yourself. Anyways, bottom line, a lot of girls do not make money from this stuff, okay? And it's out there forever, and take it from me, it's out there forever. And your family, even though, you know, you could have a good relationship with them, but there are these microaggressions, and it will change your relationship with your family unless you have a very good understanding with them. It's kind of impossible because it's something so out there. You won't be taken seriously in businesses. Good luck getting another job outside of this. So you better stick with it if that's something you're going to do. And again, it's very mentally taxing, and you probably will be subject to like public scrutiny if you do like the things that a lot of these other girls do on there, because it's just natural, unfortunately, and it's probably not what you want to hear, but it's just the truth. If I had a time machine and I could get into it and go back to the day that I decided to do this and undo it all, I would undo it all. I would. Unfortunately, because I'm already on the road and I kind of don't care anymore. It's just like, it makes more sense for me to keep going and doing this. And I mean, $250,000 a month is just like really hard to pass up, obviously, because you've got taxes, bills, this, that. And you know, again, it's out there forever. So the only one losing from the situation would be me if I quit. unfortunately. A lot of people are going to agree with that. That's just a decision I've chose to make, but whatever. On a daily basis though, I do wake up and like not hate my life and my job, because I do have a loving husband and like we work together and stuff, and we do everything. Like we go out and film vlogs and we hang out all day, and it's kind of fun. He doesn't have a job that he has to drive to. He gets to work online, so, and I do too. So it's just like kind of nice that we have the situation, but not everyone in this industry is able to like find someone to have that with. It's just like really, really hard. I've had friends that have had really bad experiences with boys, and it's just like they get discriminated against inside their relationship, and they spend a lot of time feeling bad, and it's really sad. So I do just want to say, I don't see a lot of the girls coming on here and talking about the fucking negatives. I just see them posting their life, and I know that I don't talk about that side of work on my page. I just post the vlogs, and I don't want that to come across as, oh, if you do this, this is how your life's gonna be, because I don't sit here posting the negatives. I don't sit here posting me crying about my family. I don't sit here posting about the situations where it's like I go outside in public to the mall and there's people yelling out stuff. Like, I think I mentioned one time how I used to get people like driving past my house and yelling stuff. Yeah, like you do face discrimination pretty much every single day, and if that's okay with you, then that's okay with you. But again, like I'm a pretty thick-skinned, bulletproof type of person. I've been here for a long time doing the same shit, and even those days, like, I will cry on the floor. And the whole point of this video was to just kind of make it clear that this isn't something that I would suggest anyone to do. And if you watch my vlogs and you think, oh, I want to do that too, please don't. Most of the money is paid off in taxes, or it's paid off to managements and platform fees, and it's just like the money you're left with. You have to decide whether that's something that you want to do. Unless you're incredibly popular and you started this like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, it's really hard to grow in this industry, unless of course you're doing the crazy things like some of these other girls are doing. And I'm telling you now, it is not worth it. It is not worth it. You will not be able to find another job outside of this, so unless you have enough money to retire as a young person, good luck. And I don't want to indirectly spread that message that, like, because everybody knows I do this for a job, I just don't talk about it, that life is so great and dandy because baby, no.